Tesla employees woke up to a disappointing surprise on Monday morning when about 10% of the company's workforce found out they'd be getting laid off. And they found out via email. Now, I'm a Tesla investor and have been for a while now. And I'll tell you that this first part of the year, the stock has been terrible. So I'm not surprised that they're trying to figure out ways to make us investors happy. I am a little surprised that Tesla and a lot of companies that I'm seeing these days are opting to let people go just via email. Like, it's like a text message, it's like a breakup over a text message or something. I think it's super disrespectful, but let's talk about it. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
And as Taylor celebrates a huge investment from Samsung, Tesla employees woke up to a disappointing surprise this morning, learning that about 10% of their workforce will be getting laid off. Now, the impact is being felt here in the Austin area because the Tesla Gigafactory near Del Valle employs about 20,000 people. KVUE's Jessica Cha has been tracking the layoffs since this news broke today. She's standing by in our newsroom with the latest. Jessica?
Yes, Quita. So Tesla has about 140,000 workers globally as of last year. So a 10% cut to their workforce means that 14,000 people will be out of a job. So I spoke to a few people that will talk about what this means for Tesla and for the people who are finding out that they no longer work for them. A job at Tesla sounded like a dream come true for Ezekiel Love.
They're supposed to be leading in innovation. I feel like that'd have been the best opportunity for me to learn manufacturing.
Love says he was hired a month ago working to assemble the Tesla Model Y cars at the plant in Travis County. But on Monday, he got news that woke him up.
I got an email saying I was terminated and they made a decision to, let go 10% of the workforce globally.
Love's termination letter says Tesla is reducing the number of staff at the Austin factory. But an email from Elon Musk sent to employees Monday says layoffs will be global, saying it's to get rid of overfilled jobs as a result of Tesla's massive growth.
Wow, no warning at all. I don't have a job.
So basically what they are saying in a nutshell is that Tesla kind of blew up. They filled all these jobs for the demand, and now on the backside, demand has kind of stabilized, and they are getting rid of a lot of those jobs, which kind of sucks for him because he said he just got hired on in a month ago, and I'm sure that the demand had stabilized long before he got hired on, but that's their reasoning.
I can't pay my rent.
But Electric, a tech publications editor-in-chief, Fred Lambert, says there may be more reasons behind the layoffs.
Tesla's performance last quarter might also be involved.
Lambert says electric vehicle sales are still good worldwide, but Tesla's declined. They sold less cars this first quarter than in the first quarter this time last year.
So there has to be like a few tens of thousands of vehicles that should have been sold and haven't been sold, and that's worrying for Tesla investors.
Lambert says production for their next generation electric cars meant to be affordable has been delayed because of the Cybertruck project. So no meaningful growth is happening. So layoffs could be a solution to the loss of money.
Tesla might lose money for the first time in years now in Q1 based on that performance. So probably they want to make sure that doesn't happen in Q2.
Lambert says Tesla is still growing and are still hiring people. But folks like Love are being left behind.
They're supposed to be leading with transferring, energy or making energy better for the future. Then they should give us a heads up about how things are going with the company instead of hiring a bunch of people and then letting them go.
Love says that he hasn't been able to get in contact with human resources to get a clear answer on what happened, but in the termination letter that he was sent, they said that he will get paid and have insurance benefits until about June 14th. Now, we also did try to reach out to Tesla for comment, but we did not hear back from them. Live in studio, Jessica Cha, KV News.
All right. I mean, I understand it from a business perspective. That last line there, I thought was cool. I didn't see that on any of the headlines that they will be getting paid for a couple of months, so 2 months of pay and benefits. Because I was gonna say I've been laid off before. They gave us a 2 month notice to be able to go find a job, and so I'm not too mad at Tesla for this. But this is an example of why financially we need to have our shit together. Just plain and simple. This should be I'll say a minor setback, especially for someone like him who had only been at the job for a month. This shouldn't be like a career devastation. It shouldn't be, because he hadn't been there that long. But it sucks, and I don't want to minimize the impact that it could have on people. I've seen a lady say that she just signed her new lease, and is due to be out of her current apartment at the end of this month, and she's a single mom, and it's a struggle. And trust me, I get it. But I think that this is an example for us it's a reminder for us never to get too comfortable. I think many of us get in these jobs, these positions, and we sit back and say, all right, I can rock out for the next 5, 10, 20 years. That's not the case, especially when you're working for these newer companies, these companies with newer business models. I think from a financial standpoint, from a personal financial standpoint, it's not good, and from a career perspective, it's not good. From a personal financial standpoint, it's not good because you sit here, you get comfortable, and you find out that you're underpaid, and you find out that you've been underpaid for years. You should always be looking to upgrade your career every 2 years at least. You should be looking to upgrade your career. Um, this is also an example to get to have multiple streams of income and not rely on just one. For the entrepreneurs out there, this is an example to take control of your own life, or at least partially take control over it, right? Some people find that they can make more throughout their career than in entrepreneurship, and that's just fine. But at some point, we all have to figure out a way, especially in this economy, especially if you live in a city like I do in California, in Los Angeles. There's not too many companies out here that is going to pay you, not just pay you well, but pay you well over a long period of time, to the point where you could just rely on that one source and just live. It just it's not common, and it's not practical to think that way. We got to get out of the employee mindset and really start getting into the entrepreneur mindset. Even if you don't want to go out and start a business, there's things that you can still do to generate more income on the side. If you don't want to start a business, you can get into some type of investing that will pay you dividends without you having to do much, right? You could just do side hustles. right? You don't have to start a business. You can do side. There's a million side hustles out there you can do to hedge against this type of stuff. And then the last thing you should be doing already, but studies show that 7 or 8 out of Americans aren't doing it, is saving and holding a 3 to 6 month. Me personally, I say 6 to 12 month emergency fund, because in this situation, Tesla workers, they got 2 months worth of pay. Let's say you got a 6 month emergency fund, or let's just say you got a 3 month emergency fund. That's 5, 6 months, 6, 8 months of income that you have to go out and find something else, which, let's be honest, you can get you something within 6 months comfortably. Like, you could just sit back, relax, and find you something cool that's paying you what you were making before or more, and you don't have to stress about it. So let this be a reminder. I definitely wanted to share this, not just to blast Tesla, not to blast Tesla at all, because they're just doing what businesses have been doing forever. Definitely since I've gotten in the workforce. Like I said, I've been laid off before. It wasn't pretty, but I had to get out and hustle and figure it out. And I wanted to share this more so to let you all know kind of how to navigate it and how to get ahead of it before it happens. Don't sit here and think it'll never happen to you, because because it can, and it probably will if it hasn't already. So don't get too comfortable. Create multiple streams of income and create that emergency fund of 3 to 6 months or more. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.